ILL, INI. What's up, Illini basketball fans? It's your boy Rovon here, and I'm here on Illini Fight with your news from your Illinois basketball team. As we all know, we're coming off licking our wounds on Saturday after the loss to UConn. Wasn't good. Like I said before the game, it was kind of like a program game. See where your program is at. I don't know. Here's the thing. Nothing is going to take me. I'm not going to go back and say that we're not a Final Four team. I'm not going to say that we don't have Final Four talent. I think the key for this week is practice. What are we talking about? Yeah, we're talking about practice. How are we going to show that we the number 6 team in Ken Palm if we don't practice? How are we going to show that we the best team in the Big Ten if we don't practice? How are we going to show that we are a top 10 team if we don't practice? As we all know, Illinois had a lot of injuries and sicknesses this early in the offseason and coming into the season with Big T and Stojakovic and Petrovic. So, and even Brandon Lee. So what the thing was, we don't have a lot of continuity. The guys only practice like 2 or 3 times this year together. And I'm pretty sure they haven't had that much time on the court to go really hard because people have been hurt. But now that everybody's back. Everybody's back. We got the full team. Let's get in this gym. I know that's what Brad loves. Any coach would love to do what he does best, and that's coach. You got a lot of coaching points to make. We only got one problem. We only got one problem. I think our biggest problem is toughness. Now, you can do all the coaching in the world you want to. You can't coach no toughness into no guys. And the problem in the UConn game was the big guys weren't tough enough. You can't have your toughest guys being Kylan Boswell and Brandon Lee. That ain't going to work out for you. That's how you end up getting out-rebounded by Connecticut. They weren't tough enough. Big T, Big Z, big whoever you put it, Big Worm, Big Ho, Big, I don't give a damn. Whoever was down there, they wasn't handling them boards good enough. You get out rebounded, and then of course you didn't shoot the threes. Now here's the thing. Brad then went to this European NBA style of, I'm going to outshoot you, I'm going to outskill you, and that's fine. And I'm with that. I'm all with the European style of play, but here's the problem. If you can't grab rebounds, or if you go give up sacrifice toughness for shooting and skill, then y'all motherfuckers better be hitting at least 7, 8, 9 threes a game. Illinois missed 11 straight threes at one point when they was trying to get back in the game. That's how you get back in the game. Timely 3-point shots. And then you can't be sacrificing defense for offense. Like you can't be taking Brandon Lee out the game for Petrovic. You can't be looking for energy. Energy don't put the ball in the basket. And then even when you do, with the kind of energy that gets the ball in the basket is passing the ball around. Illinois only had like 2 assists. That's the energy of the ball. That's moving the ball. That's keeping the ball popping. And it's not like Illinois wasn't even getting open threes. They was getting open threes. And at some points they were getting wide open threes. So that's a good sign. Petrovic constantly getting into the paint. That was a good sign. Every time he got into the paint, he made something happen. Now, he can't pass you the ball and make the shot for you too. So that means the 3-point shooters, the energy guys who seem like they Jake Davis and Benham Rickhouse, which are 3-point shooting guys. I expect Rickhouse to make at least 2 to 3 threes a game. And he keep getting them wide open threes and he don't hit them. Jake Davis missed a couple of threes. If that's what you do, shoot threes. When you come in the game, you can't just be an energy guy. We don't need a 3-point shooter to be you can be an energy guy, but we need the 3 points. We need the 3-point shooting. We need you to get out there and snipe some shit. Can't get beat on the rebound. Can't get beat on the boards like that again. And like I was saying after the game, you're not gonna face too many teams like UConn until you run into the UConn. So that might be a good thing for Illinois, but they got to get tough, and they need more continuity, and I think more defined roles. And I think Brad gonna tweak some things. Every time they have some time off over the years, Brad has made the right adjustments at the right times, and if he got to go back and readjust again, he'll readjust again. So that's one thing we do know about Brad, but there's nothing you can do about toughness and shooting. I don't know how Brad gonna make the shots go in. He only can coach them to get the wide open shots, and they got the wide open shots. Now they gotta hit them. And toughness, I don't know what you do. You can't put a toughness, but you can't ask for toughness for Christmas. You can't ask Santa to bring you some toughness, and if they can, they can take two of them. When you lost Ty Rogers, you kind of lost that toughness guy. When I was wondering who that was gonna be. Are they fighting? They are fighting. Wait, this a fight? This is a fight. You can't have that no parlay. Whoa! All right, Giants and Patriots are fighting on the in the game right now. There's gonna be some fights. That's what. Hey, Illinois, that's what y'all need. I'm not saying y'all need to go out there and start some fights, but you need somebody that's gonna be like, hey, y'all just can't come to this lane and run offense smooth like Connecticut was doing. Like I said, you're not going to run into too many teams that's going to execute and are as mentally tough and physically tough as UConn. But that don't mean it's not going to be teams. You finna play wrong right now in Tennessee. Then after that, you play Ohio State. Then you play Rutgers. It's Big Ten games. Then you play Missouri. You know how that game be. You know how that game going to be. And the last couple of years, even the team that went to the Elite Eight, they was a little soft. And if you turned up the pressure a little bit, especially on KJ on the ball, you can really you can determine the toughness of the team. You don't want teams going into the games being like, we can punk this team or we tougher than this team. Leave that to the Chicago Bears. You see how the Chicago Bears kick that ass? That's what teams feel like they can do to Illinois right now because they feel like they soft and they're not going to get that loose ball, get that like when UConn hit that 4-point play, you know why? They gave up 2 to 3 offensive rebounds on that possession. And that just showed you right there in the nutshell. That was that game in the nutshell right there. I'm trying to watch this fight, see what happened. Illinois gave up 2 offensive rebounds on that possession, and then they end up not resetting the clock, and then Smith hit the 3-pointer and was fouled by Jake Davis, and that pretty much was kind of the game. Because every time Illinois tried to get back within single digits, UConn just made a run and pushed it back out. So this week is all about practice. Let's see how healthy Tommy can get. Let's see if he can get his win back. Let's see Mihailo. You've seen him doing a little bit more in this game than he has been, trying to be more aggressive. But he's running the show, and I don't think too many teams. Now, Tennessee is a good defensive team, but we're going to see how many teams is going to be able to stop Mihailo from getting into that paint and creating wide open 3-point shots. That's the thing. When he penetrates that lane, him and Kylan, more so Mihailo because he's a blur. When he gets downhill and he was pitching that thing out you saw in the first half, he distanced to Andre wide open. You're gonna see probably more pick and roll with him and Tommy. Where Tommy gonna be able to shoot more threes, which I think if he ain't gonna be down low, booty balling, then he gonna need to be outside. I think he needs to get at least five touches in the poster game though. He got to be able to get down there and score in the post. He was working on it this summer. He did a little bit in the second half against UConn. So let's see if that continues with a little bit more conditioning. Let's see if we can get a little bit more lob threat with Big Z with Petro. That seems like that can be an option because every time Big Petro is in the game, he's able to hit the roll man on the pick and roll. So I'm pretty sure he's going to be able to hit the pick and pop too with Big Z and Big T. But we'll see in Tennessee, man. Let's see how tough they can get if Brad can install some toughness and maybe a little bit better execution. But that's all I got right now for this Illini fight. Let's keep on fighting. I think we got a good game coming up. We got some rest. Let's get in that gym. Let's work on what we do. Let's do some self-scouting. Like I said, this is like a bye week in football. But it's basketball, and Brad does do a good job of making adjustments. So it's your boy Rovon Hill here on Illini Fight. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that button, and I'll be here breaking down some more Illini basketball. And I'm out!